Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. In today's video, let's take a look at Binance and try to find a price target for the 2024-2025 bull run. I want to say up front, just like with Internet Computer, I had a number in my mind, and the numbers that I came to, because there were two different numbers that I came to, and I ended up choosing one of the two, obviously. The numbers that I came to were much higher than I initially projected, I initially thought at least. And so it's one of those things, it's like I'm going to rely on the data and not rely on just some random number that pops into my head. And so if you are a fan of Binance, I hope that you like this content. If you're not a fan of Binance, well, stick around and let's see if I can convince you. But before we dive on into this, I do want to say, this is not financial advice. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. And one other thing I want to ask of you, I see my watch time from subscribers here. 21.6% of you are subscribed, 78.3% of you are not subscribed. I would greatly appreciate it. I am working on content every day at 6 a.m. You will see a new video drop on a cryptocurrency, probably a cryptocurrency that you are interested in seeing price targets on. There will be a video dropped at some point every day this month, and we'll see about afterwards, but for sure for the month of January. So hit that subscribe button and also turn on notifications. As the crypto market moves, things move very fast. And especially as I'm getting into more airdrop kind of content and all sorts of different content here, you are going to want to hit that notification button. So otherwise, let's go ahead and dive on into this. So Binance. What should I say about Binance, man? Binance is a behemoth. And I know that it's probably going to be pretty difficult for you to see. I have a very big screen in front of me so I can see what we're looking at here. But Binance owns, and they are continuing to acquire so many things within the space, and then the partnerships as well. But did you know, dear viewer, that Binance owns CoinMarketCap.com? And so when you see what should I say? If you're not a fan of Binance, perhaps you should not look at CoinMarketCap.com as like the gospel truth for whatever you're looking for. But I rely very much on CoinMarketCap.com. Did you know that Binance owns Trust Wallet? What's the big deal about that? Well, Binance owning Trust Wallet had a phenomenal bear market as we saw this void that was created with all these exchanges going under. FTX, Voyager, Celsius, BlockFi. So that very much affected the bottom line because Trust Wallet having a phenomenal bear market is going to affect Binance's overall, even their crypto price. So there's so many other things that I could point to here, so many things that they just flat out own. I mean, forget about their partnerships, just the things that they have acquired, the things they have built. This is a monster. And so, moving on, notes from my preparation for this video, because I was surprised and I kept on getting surprised to the upside and where I thought my projections would land. Binance had a much stronger bear market than I initially realized. Why does that matter? Because I don't know if you were not around during the bear market, what we saw looming over us as we saw first the Luna collapse and then everything connected with Three Arrows Capital. We saw BlockFi, Celsius, Voyager, all those collapse. And then the final major capitulation, the FTX collapse. It was always hanging over our head. Oh no, what if Binance collapses? And let me tell you, if Binance collapsed, it would have been catastrophic. And so I'm certain we would have seen Bitcoin under $10,000, for example. But Binance did not collapse. But there was such a great deal of fear, uncertainty, and doubt with Binance that it kind of registered in my mind that Binance did not have a solid bear market. And let me tell you, Binance had a strong bear market. So what do we do with that? Well, we'll take a look at that on the next slide. But a couple other things. BNB's market cap dominance is much higher than I thought it was going to be in comparison with 2021. So here's what I thought I was going to tell you in this video. We saw Binance rise from $20 in December of 2020 up to $700 in May of 2021 over a span of 6 months. It went insane. And a lot of that had to do with the fact that I've said this before, I'll say it again, people need needed Binance to get access, and they needed Binance to get, in particular, access to PancakeSwap so they could buy all their meme coins. We saw so many meme coins that are pretty much worth nothing today reach $1 billion in market cap, $500 million in market cap, and that was mostly, almost entirely through the Binance Smart Chain. And so we're seeing this time around much more adoption and use when it comes to things like meme coins on other platforms, namely Solana. And so what I thought I was going to tell you in this video is that Binance should have less market cap dominance throughout the next bull run than it did in 2021. And that is simply not the case. And you'll see what I'm looking at in the following slide after the next slide. So the last thing I want to point out is BNB's tokenomics. The BNB coin is deflationary and will continue to be deflationary until the supply settles at 100 million coins. So it's going to continue to deflate over the remainder of this decade. And so all of those things, all the above factors have contributed to my price targets being higher than I initially thought it would be, like I said. So first thing here, Binance's bear market. Binance only, saw a 74% drop from its peak to its bear market bottom. And with crypto, only 74% is actually pretty phenomenal. It had a better bear market than Bitcoin. There's not many cryptocurrencies that can say that. Most of them had at least a 90% drop, but Binance's drop wasn't all that significant in comparison. That is a sign of strength. The next thing here, market cap dominance. So market cap dominance in 2021 peaked at 4.18%, but then in 2023, it went above 5%. And as of right now, it's at about 3%. And so again, look at market cap dominance before 2021 and look at it now, and you are seeing something in Binance that is just growing over time. That was pretty surprising to me. And then last, again, the tokenomics. So BNB's token supply peaked at 162 million. And as of right now, the data I'm making this video, it's at 151.69 million. My projection, or not my projection, but the estimates are that Binance's supply are going to be at 140 million by January 1st, 2025. And so when do you think the peak of euphoria is going to be? If you think it's going to be later on in 2025 or even in 2026, then you will see Binance with an even lower supply than January 1st when it's at 140 million. And that only means that when the euphoria comes, that there's going to be less selling pressure from this supply. So all those things, like I said, lead me to conclude that Binance could and should have a higher price target under normal bull market circumstances than what I was initially thinking. I was initially thinking something like a $1,000 Binance, and my price target is higher than that. So there's a couple ways we could go with this. But given the tokenomics, I don't want to look at fib extensions from a perspective of the price. I want to look at it from a perspective of market cap. I've done this with other cryptocurrencies. And I believe that the 2.618 fib, just like Bitcoin, just like Ethereum, that is a reasonable price target under a normal bull market scenario for Binance. But unlike Bitcoin, I'm going to look at it in terms of market cap, but not price. So 2.618 fib gives us a $255 billion market cap for Binance. That's not all that much higher than its peak in 2021. It peaked at 116 billion in 2021. And I know that is a lot higher, but we're in crypto, So with that in mind, market cap retrace makes more sense than a price retrace. 255.148 billion divided by a 140 million supply, which is the supply again on January 1st, 2025. That gives us a price of $1,822.74. So you might be hearing that, and if you're watching this in January of 2024, that's only a 5x, but for larger cryptocurrencies with huge market caps like Binance, that's actually a pretty significant price target. The other option would be a 4.18% market cap dominance at a 7 trillion total market cap. That gives us a price of $2,090. I could see Binance's market cap getting back to 4.18%, which was its peak in 2021. I don't quite see it getting up to 5+%, which was its peak in 2023. And the reason why is because that was largely having to do with with FTX, with, again, all those other exchanges that collapsed. We needed to go somewhere. And some people chose to go to the Binance Smart Chain, to Binance.com, Binance.us, all of that. So 4.18% gives us a $2,090 BNB token. I am going to settle for the lower one because, like I said, both of these price targets are higher than I initially thought. So my final choice for this cryptocurrency is $1,822.74. And I do want to stress again that this is under a normal bull run scenario. So I've talked about, if you're confused as to why I'm saying that, watch my Bitcoin video where I go over different scenarios, including a scenario where Bitcoin would not put in a new all-time high. If Bitcoin does not put in a new all-time high after the halving, this is for 2024, 2025, then I could see Binance not putting in a new all-time high, but going into the $600 range. So anyway, 1822.74, that's where I'm going to settle. If you like this content, once again, smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. Anything you can do to help me continue to make content on this platform, I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you in another video. Peace.